Well, my fellow Americans, he actually did it. President Trump had spoken out against Nazis, white supremacy, and any form of evil and hatred that's basically coming out of this country and has been denounced by the mainstream media. Sadly, they were silent on those different organizations like Black Lives Matter that was causing ruckuses and the new Black Panthers, but we won't get into that right now. I want to focus on the idea that the president finally did say something against them. Is it a few days late? Basically, who cares at this particular point? He finally spoke up. The question is, will it be okay? Will it be accepted? Or will people just go into shock and denial that he actually is addressing and confronting an evil that's destroying our nation? So I want to talk about a couple of different, or show you a couple of different responses, or a few different responses as to how the media is going to respond to the president finally responding. What? No, he didn't. No. He didn't say it. You know what? If he said anything, I bet you it was because of the fact that he felt obligated. I bet you when he was sitting there speaking out against Nazis and white nationalism and white supremacy, I bet you he was gagging. I bet you it was so difficult for him to say that because he's just such a white person. He doesn't care. So much money. He's part of the 1%. He don't care about us. He didn't mean it. I'm sure. I'm positive. I know for sure, certain. He didn't mean it. What? Are you sure it was Donald Trump? I mean, you know he does have a stunt double, right? I'm positive the hate-based guy that's in the toupee king in the White House. There's no way that he would be serious about speaking out against white nationalism. That's what got him into the office in the first place. I mean, those are the only people voting in the election that got him elected into the presidency. I mean, that's the only possible way that the Earth's, not the Earth's population. Well, the Earth's population is full of white people everywhere, but in the United States, it's primarily white people here, right? I mean, they're the only ones who voted for Donald Trump to be president of the United States. That's the only way that he won. It's not like Hispanic people or black people or even women voted for him. Or did they? No way. Impossible. You know what? If he did sit there and apologize and basically denounce white racism and white nationalism and Nazis, it's only because of the fact that Vladimir Putin told him to do so. See, there's my tie. There's a tie between Trump and Russia because I'm certain that Vladimir Putin was one of the people who completely, wholly against anything like white supremacy or anything like that. I mean, look at him. Okay, where's that flag? Because I gotta burn that American flag. What? He actually apologized. He actually denounced white racism. He denounced the KKK. Get rid of the flags. We can't burn the flags anymore. No. We're going to have to wait till he does some stupid tweet or something like that. I'm sure he'll do something stupid just to prove that everything he said today on the news was just a lie. It's not like he was asking us to love one another or put politics and color and creed and anything like that aside. Oh, wait, he did say that in his speech? No, you must have heard it wrong because on CNN and MSNBC, they always get it right about the realness of who Donald Trump is because we just can't trust him. Come on. Why in the world did you apologize? Why did you denounce it? I have so much stock into being angry at you and pointing out how evil you are, and then you go up and do stuff like this? I mean, really, come on. So you hate people so much that you won't even give us a fair chance of being miserable at you. Who are you, Mr. President? Well, you're not my president, and I don't like you. And I don't like that you took away my right to be angry at you because of the fact that you decided to go out and speak out against racism and speak out against the KKK and white supremacy. I mean, look, even in this, you're still stealing away my rights. My life matters. My anger matters. How dare you, Mr. President? Shame on you. Breaking news. This just in. Russia. Well, it's got to be something with Russia. I mean, come on. Come on, this is CNN. We need to make up stuff for Russia. Russia is big. Let's focus on Russia. We only have a short window on focusing on stuff like this right now because of the fact that the president has just laid a huge bomb. I mean, he was focusing on trying to get the nation together right after this huge tragedy. So there's got to be something in Russia. Can we call some of our contacts out there? Can we call some of there's at least one person from the previous administration who knows at least 100 people in Russia. Come on now, really? Oh, he didn't mean it. I mean, really. You know what? You want to know why he wasn't sincere when he was talking about this? I will tell it to you right now. The president was not sincere in speaking out against Nazism and white nationalism because of the fact of the order that he talked about it. Because if he sat there and let's see, if he decided he wanted to talk about Nazis before he started talking about white people, then that means that he's not trying to put the white people who are the evil one out front and deal with those situations. So honestly, I can't really believe that he's sincere. He didn't say it in the right manner. He didn't say it with the right spirit. You could tell when you were looking at him and hearing what he had to say that he wasn't really sincere about pulling us together and denouncing the KKK. I mean, for crying out loud. I mean, isn't his daddy part of that stuff? Isn't his family history part of hating black people and women and chihuahuas? This just in, Vladimir Putin decides to endorse Donald Trump for 2020. Mike Pence is stepping down as vice president, and Vladimir Putin will run as Donald Trump's running mate. Forget about what he said earlier about bringing this country together. What's really important is focusing on Russia. And this is from CNN. Talk to you later. I mean, really, who could focus on Donald Trump sitting there speaking out against, nationalism, white nationalism and the Nazis and things like that when you can't take your attention off of his toupee? I mean, look at that hair. I mean, all his money, you'd figure by this time he would do something constructive like getting real hair or do something with his hair. If he can't be real about his hair, I know he can't be real about racism and white nationalism in this country. Seriously, I know it's true. In a shocking admission, he actually decides to speak out against white nationalism and the Nazis. You know what? I bet you this is because of the fact that all the people in his administration is coming out against him. I mean, look, what's happening with Bannon and Brennan and everything like that. Yeah, he just used this as a means of diverting attention away from his corruption as he stole the election, as he's stealing this country, as he's taking away my rights. He's taking away my rights to breathe and think and walk and he's just taking away my rights. That's what I heard on CNN, and they've got it right. I hope you enjoyed those funny clips as we sit here talking about the idiocy and the lack of integrity in the journalism and news reporting of the mainstream media that's out there right now. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that Fox has always gotten it right because of the fact that they too have been biased in many ways. And you know what? Alternative media is going to basically step in and remove the behemoths that are out there distorting the truth for their financial gain. The alt news, the alternative media, we're here to stay, and we're here to report things the right way. I'm glad you enjoyed my little segment here. Take care, and God bless America.